Yes, this is Fabian in the Leisure here in the island of Saipan, the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Island. And today, right across my field, I found at least a spot, a slingstone. This slingstone is an ancient Chamorro slingstone that is made of a coral, yeah, it's made of coral. And unfortunately, right now, as I'm going on live, it's beginning to rain. Ooh. But let's try and see if we can just um, stay on live video and go on down across the field where this what do you call that dirt, mountains of dirt that were what do you call that, transferred from San Antonio village down or up here to my land. It's up in the upper afetna. So right now, it's just kind of a coincidence that what do you call that? It's kind of raining. I hope we can just cover it. Uh, yeah, without having to uh, get wet. But let's go and go down to this spot where this is my land up here. I'm on Saipan right now, and it's very rare where we found Slingstone and have it go on live on YouTube. And as you can see, it's kind of raining. It's a very nice, beautiful island where ancient Chamorro, as they call it. I'm a Chamorro myself, born here in Saipan. So here to what I believe to be a slingstone. It's an ancient Chamorro. It's hundreds and hundreds of years ago, if not thousands. And I think it's just right there. And we need to kind of recover it very quickly before it rains. Yeah, so all of this dirt over here were dumped. And I looked down here and I saw this. And I said, wow, this is an ancient Chamorro slingstone all by itself. Right here. Look at that. This is a sling stone. It's from a coral and it's kind of orange. So I'm gonna just for the first time, yeah. So this is not the original spot of this. This is came from down in San Antonio village, and all of this dirt were bring over here, transfer over here with a permit from the government. And here it is. I'm about to remove it, and hopefully everybody would enjoy with me that I'm gonna pick up a slingshot. And I hope it's very. It appears to be intact. Maybe some over here is kind of maybe broken. It's almost like finding a Indian arrow. So let's pick it up. Yeah. Woo! Let's see. Oh, there you go. And it is a sling stone. Wow! Look at this. Look at this sling stone. This is thousands of years. So I'm gonna bring this up, and from time to time, I just come out here, and here it goes. This is a sling stone. Wow, look at this. It is very nice. And I try to spot as much of any artifacts that may appear to be. There's one over here that I don't know what is this. I'm gonna grab it anyway. Right over here. And it's right there. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna grab it anyway. Yeah. It's kind of like a broken piece of shells. But this one over here, it's kind of like a piece of pottery, yeah, ancient Chamorro pottery, yeah, yeah, and then they're kind of all over. Potteries are just pretty much all over. I don't know. Man. So I've been finding other artifacts here, but just for the slingstone itself, yeah. We got some coconut for some of you guys that are missing the coconut right over here. But let me turn it back to me. My name is Fabian in the Leisure. I'm myself, I'm a Chamorro, you know, and Chamorro no, what do you call that, migrated to this island. They call the Marianas Island, 3,500 years ago. And very interesting to, get so involved in the collection of our ancestors. And as you can see right now, this is just one of the things that you can see. I found a slingstone from all this pile of dirt that they were digging down in the village of San Antonio. There were more of this before, and I had it to push it down on the cliff line. But I think the topic for this show is just finding of these ancient Chamorro artifacts. Like I said, this is the fragment of an ancient Chamorro pottery. It's kind of big right now. Usually you find this in a smaller size. um, I found here, just basically I'm gonna be looking at it. This one over here is kind of the type of shells that usually are used to make scraper or some kind of a sharpened edge to cut what do you call that, fish or anything for that matter, no. But more of it is the ancient Chamorro Sling stone, and we're gonna go and watch this and see it more clearly, um, what this sling stone looks like without all the dirt around it, no. So this is a Fabian in the Leshu here in Saipan. It's called the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Island. The Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Island comprised of the island. There's like 14 island north of Saipan, as well as to the south is the island of Tinian, very known for the World War II, where the first atomic bomb was placed, and the transfer of it, I mean the dropping of it in Japan. Sad to say. But then the south of Tinian again is Rota. That's basically more of the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Island, and down to south of that is Guam. But yeah, see, I'm just keep kind of this is the Slingstone. This, yeah, it's like a football shape, and I'm gonna reverse the what do you call that? I'm trying to look for. Yeah, so it's very exciting. I have a lot of Slingstone and I found them before, but again, you know, usually I go live on Facebook, but then this time it's just straightforward uh, YouTube. So I'm gonna reverse this again, and there you go. This is, I'm gonna put this Slingstone right there, and we're gonna wash it. We're gonna wash it. We're gonna go get this thing there, and it's exciting. It's kind of difficult right now to be going on live and trying to what do you call that, wash this. But let's see how is it washing. Here's the Slingstone. Oh wow, so it's kind of a multiple color. Wow, look at that. This is kind of wow. Yeah, so we're gonna know. Wow, look how sharp that is. Yeah, pointed actually. So it's kind of, this is a coral, it's not a basalt. So very nice made. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the things that when I find Slingstone, or at least look at them. Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed, and hopefully others too who collect ancient Chamorro artifacts. A lot of this Slingstone were used for weapon. Yeah, tribal war, if that's what it is. Yeah, look at this. It's very, very nice. So I like the white solid coral, and this is also a coral, but again, yeah, look at this. Okay, so I think my goal is to kind of also, on top of the fact that the finding, I'm trying to wash my hand here, on top of the fact that this is my finding of the day when I was just walking around, and supposedly that other Slingstone are so perfect, no, like this. But what I noticed of the Slingstone is that sometimes it looks like not as perfect. Look at that. It looked like this bottom part is kind of more of a rounded, and then the top. You see, and I think this is kind of intentional. Yeah, see. Now I turn it around, and the top is kind of a little bit of more of a round. So when they insert this in the sling to shoot, I think if I were to place this in the slingstone, I mean the sling, uh, without confusing you guys, I want to go inside my house and try to get the what did they call it? The cell phone stand, and explain it more with also I have a modern type of sling that's the only way we can go with this, no? Yeah, stand by, and I know I'm inside my house in the dark, and we're just trying to, try to share what I'm talking about regarding the ancient phone that I find. Now I'm driving my cell phone stand, so I don't have to be holding the cell phone with the what do you call that? Trying to demonstrate the insert of the sling onto the sling stone onto the sling, no? So let's see. All right. So I'm gonna place this here, and these are all good. I'm gonna place this here, and here you go. Now we can do this. So here's the modern type of sling to sling the sling stone. So here's the sling right here. See, this is how they make this. I don't know if I can turn it around so we can have a better see. And this is where the sling, where they place the sling stone on this one here. And my theory is that because this sling, very clever. It's like a football. If you do this, it's kind of like an illusion that it's really perfect, but in a sense, it's not perfectly circle. It's like if you can see, this one is kind of semi-circle, and this on the bottom is perfect circle. This is perfect circle, and this is kind of a semi. It's almost like straight. However, theory of placing this on the sling is because with this sling over here, you don't place the sling, upside down. See, it's like no, it's kind of like the perfect circle is kind of like facing down like that. See, you see how that thing sits in there, the perfect circle. It's kind of like makes sense. Yeah, see, instead of the opposite. Right? Instead of the the opposite. No, you know already that by looking at this, you're gonna place the sling just sitting right pocket in there, and then when you cup it like that, see, now the I ain't gonna shoot this, but you know, this is what I'm talking about. See, now you can swing this like how the helicopter and you shoot helicopter, like what the heck. But that's the theory of thank you, Joseph Munya, for joining in. But like I said, if you replay this live video that I'm doing right now today here in the island of Saipan, this is an ancient Chamorro slingstone that we just discovered it right across the field, from all the dirt that was transferred over here from San Antonio village here in Saipan. So again, I'll just recap as to the slingstone. When you look at it, this is perfectly circle. This one is semi. And in most slingstone, because I got a lot of slingstone, and I can conclude on my own collection and analyzing such a pattern, why a little bit of this is this like that. It's just not perfect. So with that, I'm not sure that was an intention, but it's like the perfect circle part of this slingstone is placed down to cup in the sling, and that's how this is a modern sling. So this one over here is place in any finger, whatever that is. I think like this, yeah. And then you just kind of like, yeah, however you want to do it. I think it's the opposite. It's not that every day, yeah. And then you just, there you go, yeah. So just like a knot there, oh there, and they just hold it together, and there you go. Yeah. So now that slingstone is sitting in there very, and you just swing either to the side or to the top of your head, and you gotta be very proficient in trying to sling this. I'm not gonna sling this because this is an artifact that I just found. Another theory, and that how they were making this, and how they kind of really perfect this in how they can, how they um, grind this, no? Is after they really chip this to almost like the football shape. I don't think they're gonna call it a football back then, because in San Chamorro they don't know about football. Is this shape, no? So I'm gonna take you to one of the ancient Chamorro stone, the larger stone. It's called Lusung, and I will show you how my only, these are all theory. What I'm thinking, what they did was how they were grinding this, and we have a person by the name of Roman Cruz, I think, yes, or De La Cruz in Guam, that are all starting this clock of slinging this kind of stone. And I kind of share with him how they were making the sling stone in grinding it. Not a lot, not all the sling stone that they were making long time ago was through the use of the lusung, the grinding stone. Um, they could be using it near a beach on the top of a coral to coral, no? But let me go there, and you will see the idea as to how I believe the ancient Chamorro perfect they perfected the grinding of this stone. All right, so let's try and see, turning it around. Um, there you go. So I have a lot of this ancient Chamorro stone. The rain just passes, so that's great. And I got a lot of these Slingstone. I'm a collector myself of everything. And there's the Chamorro Lusung, they call it. It's kind of a grinding stone. And these grinding stone are very huge. Some of them are just so heavy, it's almost impossible to transfer them. Like some of this one is a huge one. Yeah, big one. Some over there. It's huge. So what are ancient Chamorro with this rock, other than grinding food, is maybe they have similarly to what this is. And with this linkstone, and I did it before too. Watch. And as a matter of fact, before I do this, I'll bring the one that I made from just basically how I demonstrated. So let's look for that slingstone that I made, and you could almost not tell the difference. You could almost not tell the difference. And I'll show you some of the things that people also made it with the modern tools. And so here we go. I just left this in the front door, right here. This is the one that I made. Yeah, it's a slingstone, and I use this and I sling it and see the damage. It even kind of startled me when I hit it through a wall. And this is the slingstone that I made. So this, that's why I kind of left it outside. Compared to this ancient Chamorro slingstone, there's some other slingstone. This is just one size, but there are other no larger size. These slingstone are made from modern tools right over here. Yeah, so you can see all the grinding and grinding. They're trying to perfect it, but it's, yeah, even this one is a slingstone from modern tools. Yeah, so you can tell the modern tools. I didn't use the modern tools. This is using modern tools. Yeah, all the grinder. electric grinder or the battery operated grinder. So we can see all three of them, how they, this is the artifacts, this is what I made, that replicating the artifacts. This is using modern tools. Yeah, one of my friend made this. So as you can see, there's still a lot of evidence of grinding. It's hard to avoid that, unless they can. Then that still, it's a modern made. This is the one I made long time ago, maybe about uh, 6 years ago. But how did I do it? Okay, so let's say that this one here is the modern tools from using the grinding. This one is what I made. And how did I do it? Together with the finding of this is, I put the artifacts over here. I got a larger slingstone that is just as big as this one. So, but with this one here, what I did is I start chipping it and chipping it until it shows the shape of like the football that we all know. And then I put sand in here. This is like it's a deep hole here. This is a deep hole. Yeah, this is the top, and then this is kind of a so many inches lower. Yeah, just how that thing. But there's a lot of different kind of size on this one. So you go to the beach, put it in a sand, because you're gonna use the sand like a sandpaper or, or for sanding. And you put water, add water a little bit, and just excuse the fact that this one is already broken. But we use it in there. See how the shape, the geometrical shape that is in there. You can see the shape over here. Making sense? It's almost like this. Yeah, see, like that. Can you see the? And if you keep shaping this and shaping, and you keep turning it with that sand in there, it will go smooth. You see? Can you catch on with the idea? Yeah, so this is how I was sanding it down so that I don't have to worry about the proportion of this too. I can just stay with over here, just with all the sand. I can scoop up the sand from the bottom and just keep doing like this. No, it's almost like let me get a and this is very interesting because I'm gonna turn it around. No, and I think we will try and see if we can demonstrate just a little bit of what I'm talking about. So it's just not explaining it, but also working with it. No, so let's say I'm gonna get a water so that we can work with. So you just bear with me. I put some water. Okay. So we're gonna go back to that same grinding stone so we can kind of see what I'm talking about. And that we got the water already, and then we're gonna go down to this sand and get some dirt, that sand. I get this sand, and this is gonna be our thing. Yeah, we're gonna use this as that's what we're gonna do with the slingstone, and we'll use probably the one that they made from this modern time. No, all right. So here we go. This is again Fabian in the Leshu, and we are going to use this one here. So what I do is to just kind of pour in this sand in here a little bit. See, and that will be our sand. And then we're gonna put some water in there. You see, And then we're gonna take this and put it in there. Yeah. And see, and just keep going like this, see? And it eventually, no, see the sand. See, you see. And it takes a lot of, yeah, time. Oh, it's kind of hard because, and eventually, you know, see how this thing is smoothing out already? See? But ancient tomorrow trying to use different size, you know, so that, and you see, eventually all of this sand will just kind of be very, yeah. And you just keep turning and turning and turning and turning, because eventually after we finish with this, see how the grinding thing is beginning to kind of like fade away. But of course the modern machine and see, and I'm just keep turning it, I'm turning it, I'm turning it. Yeah. Just spin. And eventually, like I said earlier, you can see the modern, you know, grinder. Sooner or later you're not gonna see it. It's almost like smooth out. See how fast that thing is smoothing out? Yeah, it's smooth. You cannot probably tell that, no, this was from the modern machine. No. Yeah, just keep spinning it. Yeah, and once this thing is once this thing is almost nothing, yeah, then just add more new sand, a new sand, add more water, and again, just do it again, because this is like your sand. Maybe I'm putting too much water. Yeah, see how smooth that is already. I could almost it's almost like I could almost fake somebody that this is an ancient Chamorro artifact, but it's not. Some One of my friend who he's like a cover, and this is one of the slingstone that he just kind of he stopped. He went to Japan and he left it behind. Yeah, yeah. This is my first time to go on live YouTube. Actually, for the Slingstone. So I usually go on Facebook. Then I just see. Very nice. See, nothing. You can almost. Oh, sorry. Yeah. There's still some over here. Yeah, but it's gonna take time. But anyway, this is the one I made from there. See, like that. To see if eventually, like I said, this sand will grind it out down, and you can keep replacing it with a new sand, because you know the sand become very fine. See, so with that, just leave it there, and then with this slingstone, I'll just keep it because this is the real McCoy right here. Yeah. Yep. So that's that. Yeah, that's the conclusion of this show of from finding the slingstone right across the field, that have a government permit to have them transferred over here from the digging in San Antonio village, that they are digging for a new pipeline, water pipeline down there. They're replacing all the asbestos. So with that, sometimes the archaeologists missed out some of this stuff. Plenty of that that I've been finding up here, and that's that. So I took the opportunity to just kind of show you the different the actual artifacts and what I've made long time ago, just to see if I can replicate it, and also the modern tools that they made. And that's the first time over there right across the field that I sand it down with that they call it the grinding stone, the ancient Chamorro grinding stone. No? So with that, thank you very much for joining me, Mr. Joseph Munya and Jasmine, ma'am, and Wachara Teso. Thank you again. This is Fabian in the Leisure going up. Thank you. Adios.